Hi everyone, so today we're taking a look at Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Phantom. Now this is a free-to-play tactical cover shooter. Just a little bit of an extra mouthful there, but essentially this is free-to-play on PC. I would expect to see this on PS4 and Xbox One in the near future. It feels ready for it. But ultimately what they've done here is crafted a really good free-to-play game. The in-app purchases aren't kind of too extreme. They're kind of kept to the cosmetics or being able to unlock weapons and armour in advance of yourself, but otherwise everything here is available if you're willing to put the time in. Now, the actual gameplay feels like it's ripped directly out of something like Rainbow Six Vegas. The cover shooter mechanics work beautifully well, as does the squad gameplay, where you'll all have to really work as a team in these multiplayer matches to ultimately win. Now, the matches take the kind of form as a face-off between two teams, and those two teams will have to take territory. You'll have to try and flank the enemy, grab those key positions, put down covering fire, and ultimately be able to advance to the point where you can capture the objective. Capturing the objective gets you points, and ultimately that will lead you to a win. Now, everything here is very similar to what you may have seen in many other multiplayer shooters, but that cover mechanic and how important that cover mechanic is really does make a difference here. The gameplay you might think would be quite slow, it being a cover-based shooter, but that isn't the case at all. The action is fast and, well, frantic at the best of times, and as it's a Ghost Recon game, there's also really over-the-top and quite cool sci-fi kind of weaponry, like shields and all sorts of stuff, like also a riot shield that allows you to basically charge forward through the enemy, knocking them out of the way. It's really coolly done. Everything feels kind of near-future tech, like, you know, it could be on the battlefield in 10 years' time or something, and it feels nicely grounded. Now, the graphics are absolutely fantastically well done. I really like the graphics on show here, and as well as all of the animation and kind of graphic style, it just feels right for a Tom Clancy game. Some of the interesting things they've done as well make me wonder whether some of these elements might see their way into, you know, other games by other developers. For instance, the way that kind of ley lines, is the best way I could describe it, appear from your body pointing in the direction of your teammates, especially obviously within your kind of squad. Now, what this allows you to do is have some additional situational awareness as to where your squad is positioned, how close they might be to you, whilst you're obviously trying to advance, something that is actually moderately difficult. Trying to work out whether someone's on your left or right flank or just behind you, they've actually solved that problem here, which obviously for a tactical cover-based shooter is absolutely essential. It's really nice, and it's a subtle thing, even though it's obviously quite, you know, there and omnipresent all the time. It's quite a subtle gameplay mechanic to add in there as a kind of a tell really for your team, and it works beautifully well. I really liked it as an innovation. Overall, for a free-to-play game, this is worth checking out. Few free-to-play games really nail what it is to be both fun and free-to-play. Probably the only other title that would spring to mind there would be a game like PlanetSide 2, where there's kind of real respect for the player base, as well as obviously respect for the fact that these are businesses and they need to make some money. I would definitely recommend Ghost Recon Phantom because, well, it's just a great fun game more than anything else. It's got that pick up and play mentality and just a great fun time whilst you're, well, playing with your buddies, really.